Alrighty guys, how's everybody doing today? Today's the 24th of September 2017. I'm going to be going over some weekly trade ideas for this week. First one on the list is Sprint, ticker symbol S. I like the chart coming up to an area of resistance here on the daily chart. You can see that the trend is trying to break to the upside. Chart closed over the 200 SMA, giving us the reason to at least look at the chart a little bit more seriously with volume coming into it on Friday. What I'd like to see on this chart is a pullback to that 200 SMA somewhere at $8.44. That'll give me a good area here for a long trade off of that support on the 200 SMA. So on Sprint, I'd like to see a nice little pullback right there, and that should be sufficient enough to get us into a long position. The next one that I'm looking at here is London Brand, LB. Chart had strong volume coming into it on Friday. Nice strong candle. I'd like to see a little pullback off of this one on some profit taken. So I'd like to see the chart retrace at least some of this move here down to about $38.70, giving us a decent risk reward and profit taken off the huge move on Friday, and a long entry of that $38.70 range. Next one that I'm looking at is MOH. This chart, I'm looking for the chart to have a pullback on this one also to play it on the long side. Thinking $64.25 gives us that area of interest to play the chart long. Nice strong candle. Chart's trying to break out of this pivot, so a couple ways you could look at this. If the chart was to break over the pivot point, into a strong move of $66.88, then it gives you a long play, being that it's breaking out of the pivot point. But ultimately I'd like to get a nice pullback of a little downside move here to about $64.25, where I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable playing it on the long side after a retrace. The next name on the list is ADP. We're seeing that the chart's getting a break to the upside, strong bullish engulfing right off the 50 EMA and breaking the downtrend. So on ADP, I wouldn't be surprised to see a small pullback on this chart, somewhere to about 107.80 or so, where then the chart should be able to continue this move to the upside. A bigger pivot area to look out for is 109.49. And if the chart can get over that, 111.90 is the next stop on this one. The next name on the list is Himx, Himx. What I like on the chart is that we're holding a decent uptrend, and we are coming up to be what could be a breakout on the bull flag to the upside. So on this one, I'd like to see the chart hold the bottom line here, but the trade could be really taken to the upside if we were to get this $10.69 to break to the upside. If we were looking for a short trade, the chart would obviously be set up for that also. If the chart broke down here under the pivot under $10, it would be set up for a short trade. So HIMX, I think it gives you a good signal both ways, and it's definitely something to look at because it could give you a both-sided trade. If the chart breaks to the downside for a short, and if it projects to the upside, then it gives you a long angle. ANGI, chart having a nice strong move to the upside here on this one, and we are looking like we want to push through, but being that this chart had 3 consecutive strong candle moves already, I would rather see the chart have a pullback first before a breakout. If the chart was to break out Friday session high, it would force you into a long trade over 1267. But I would rather see the chart pull back some, come into some area of support somewhere down to about $12.40 would be ideal to play it on the long side then. The next one on the list is CTIC. It's a small chart, but it is setting up. Lots of volume been coming into the chart recently. Now with this curl, I think we can definitely get the chart to push to the upside. I'm thinking even if the chart has a very small little move, we can be able to get the chart to break to the upside. And so I think a small pullback on this one and right into the 30s would be ideal for a right into about 330 would be ideal for a quick little move to the upside, a trend breakout and a break over Friday session high over $3.41, gives us a continuation move on CTIC. HIIQ, next interesting chart here, right at the 200 SMA, which is rising. You can see that the chart had an aggressive move to the downside, pushed up, and now retraced some of this move. Off of this area, I think HIIQ could be something to look at for a possible play. I'd only play it a break over the high, so that means that the chart would have to break over Friday session high for me to take it on the long side, but it's definitely something that should be looked at for a play into this week. Next one on the list is CARS, CARS. A pullback on this one to about $26.20, a small pullback. You can see that the chart's aggressively reacting at the 50 EMA on the daily chart. If we can get a small pullback on this chart to about $26.20, puts us into a long setup on CARS, basing it a lot on the volume that's coming in and the moving average that it's holding. ITUS, the last one on this week's list. I think this chart still has continuation to the upside. If you can get the break over Friday session high, would be a really nice trade, but volume came into it on Friday, and I think a small pullback on this one gives you a long entry. A break over about $2.38 also breaks this head and shoulder pattern here and puts you into a bigger move to the upside on ITUS. So those are the 10 that I'm looking at for this week's trade ideas list. And again, if you don't follow me, here's my Twitter handle at Iceman Trading. And for those of you guys that are interested in day trading with me, you can check out the website icemantradingacademy.com. You'll find all the information that you would need to enjoy some trading days with us. Hope to see you guys there soon.